What's up, Glory Gang? Welcome to part 2 of the Content Studio Build-Out vlog. And it's been, a week or two.
It's been a while.
It's been a while. Since episode number 1.
Oh, come on, dude.
It's been a while.
It's been a while.
Since part 1, and we wanted to update you. A few things have changed. So as we mentioned at the end of the last vlog, we tried rolling out our scrap carpet that we had. It looked terrible. It was going to be a really bad option. So we decided to scrap that. We went to Nebraska Furniture Mart, or we went to Mrs. B's actually. Yeah, Mrs. B's. And found, which is like a, what is it, like a second hand? It's not second hand, but it's discount. Like a discount.
It's discount like older models of couches, older years of carpet, extra pieces that they had.
So we found these 2x2 carpet tiles that we thought looked really nice. They were a really great deal, so we had those installed. We actually ran into an issue with the foam paneling that...
so all this stuff right here, we obviously used this 3M foam spray. It worked really great, and me, Austin, and Ray were putting it together. There is a time lapse of that you've seen or you will see. But we sprayed it on, so Austin would spray it, hand it to me, and then I would stick it on the wall. And we just kind of trucked at it for like literally an hour or two, or however long it took.
Like 4.
Did it take 4 hours?
I mean, for
it took
all
a long
the walls,
time.
It was like a full day.
So we spent a long time doing that, but we didn't read the instructions because you just spray it and stick it. That's kind of what you do.
It's like it's glue, so you want to stick it before it dries.
Right? In theory. No. But there is like a 30-second
There's
cure.
Directions.
There's directions.
On the can, if you didn't know, there are instructions.
There's directions.
That tell you to wait 30 seconds at a minimum before you attach it to the wall.
So the directions, you have to read them.
Yeah, so we didn't read the directions, and that cost us, at least a full bottle of spray adhesive and
time.
It's really just been a few minutes here or there. It's not like the whole wall fell off, but we've had pretty much every day that we've walked in here, pieces have fallen off, pieces are starting to fall off. So we basically just been taking it one day at a time, reattaching every piece, doing it the right way. So we figure, by the end of the year, all of them will be reattached the right way.
That's
there you go. In addition to that, we hung the neon sign that's right up here that's pretty sick.
Yeah, my uncle Michelangelo's beautiful piece.
Yeah, he sent it to me. His nephew had a copy of it, so he, he's a homie, so he sent it to us. But no, got the little neon sign, installed this light, which is very, very bright. Not typically, but we took the softbox off because it was way too big.
That's what she said.
And we have a new one right here that's not as big.
Hey, that's what she said.
So, first thing, we're going to install this so that the lighting does not look like this the whole time. So let's do that.
The reason why we got this guy, it's a lot skinnier.
That's what she said.
So it can get up into the ceiling a little bit more. The last one we had was like super fat. We hit our head on it.
Yeah.
So we're definitely going to put this skinny boy up there and
It's the same width as the last one. So it's a 47-inch diameter softbox. So we wanted that for when you have multiple people in here, really lighting multiple people's face softly. You need a pretty big source, but the one that we had was like literally this deep. So you would walk in, I would hit my head on it every time I walked in here. So this one should be able to fit a little bit up more into the ceiling because it's shallower, but let's try it out.
We should install it before I get a sunburn.
Yeah. This is what Darren looks like before the modifier. What he looks like after the modifier. Wow, how nice is that?
How neat. We wanted to add some customization to the backdrop. So if somebody comes in, they want red or green or blue or purple or moving LED lighting, you can do that. And so we did buy some LED strips. We did buy a little, what are these controllers called?
So these are compatible with the Fairy Nest app. And they're just Wi-Fi controllers. So they plug into the strip. You can turn on an app on your phone. So we'll have like an iPad essentially here in the studio that people can walk in, they can dial in the lighting, change it to whatever they need. And so we got these LED strips. I will put the link in the description because I have no idea. These are all very similar, but they're all different. So I have no idea what these are actually called, but we'll put a link to the description of the ones that we bought.
Why did we go with these ones?
We went with these ones. These are I believe they're 150 LEDs per 3 meters or whatever the standard is. There's either 300 or 150. The 150 are cheaper, and because you're not going to actually be seeing the strip directly, you don't need the density. These are going to be separated from the wall a little bit. So this should be plenty dense enough where it creates just a glowy outline, and you're not seeing individual diodes. But these are individually addressable, so that's super important if you are going to be building out a studio like this. I didn't even know these existed until we started doing research and looking into what to buy.
And we can go into a little bit of more detail a little bit later once we get them plugged in, but they are a little tricky. You do have to make sure you have enough power per how long you want them, and there's some little finicky things that you have to make sure you do, because if you just buy a big strip, buy one power strip, plug them in and hope that they work, they're gonna burn out, they're gonna overheat, they're just, they're a little finicky. So we'll go over that a little bit later.
These power supplies are the ones that we went with, and these are 24 volt strips, so make sure you do your research, make sure you match the voltage on the strip to the voltage of the power supply. If not, you will ruin your LED strips. But 24 volt strips, these are 24 volt, and this one particularly is, I believe it's 150 watt total output, which we calculated would be able to drive the number of LEDs that we need to have on each panel. So we really just need 2 of these, 1 for each wall, because they're strong enough to drive the entire perimeter of both panels per wall. So that's why we went with these. Again, we'll put links to the description. That's pretty much it, aside from the hanging hardware that we got. We went to the hardware store and bought hooks and bolts and nuts and washers and all the things that we actually need to hang it. We got chain link. No, we didn't. And I just realized that we did not buy chain link. We need to still, so we're gonna run to Ace Hardware. We bought chain link for the other studio vlog, and I thought we had some for the panels, but we're gonna use the exact same chain link that we used for the overhead in the film studio for these panels. So we're gonna go do that. Then when we get back, we'll go ahead and start drilling into those panels, installing hooks and getting them hung, putting the LED backlighting behind them. The goal is that today we walk out of here and this room's done, it's ready to go. So we,
can we fix it, Bob the Builder?
Grabbed one of these panels. We just wanted to kind of see what height it needed to be so that we know how long our chains need to be, at least.
So right now we're just trying to figure out if we are going to drill the eye hooks into this, and are we going to need chain link to install them into the ceiling, or can we just hook them to the rafters as is? I don't know the answer to that, but we're going to figure it out because we're figure-outers. After doing this, we used flat black because we like matte black. It just looks really great, but it's like impossible to keep clean. If you touch it, you scuff it. I mean, you literally do anything, you're gonna see all the imperfections. So just in the future, if you were to do this to your studio, just use satin. It's a lot more durable, and don't use flat because flat's dumb. Sponsored by
you literally like touch it and it gets destroyed, so cool. Don't do that to
This
yourself.
video is sponsored by Dutch Boy. Dutch Boy, where the Dutches are boys. I just fell in the snow. Felt really good. I love snow. I love Nebraska. I love the cold.
Okay.
We were gonna go with like beefy carabiners, but I mean, bungee cords are like the same thing, practically. I feel like that's a good play.
Yeah, I think that would work.
Let us know in the comments if you think we're idiots, but we're gonna go with it.
Did you find a 10-inch one? Selecting a drill bit that we will use to drill holes to put these eye bolts through to mount the panels. Let's do it.
So eye bolt with the washer here, just to keep it from pulling through, obviously. Yeah, so we got bungee cords. We'll hook those through the side eye bolt here and hook them to the rafters, so it'll should work out nicely. All right, so now that we know that the eye hooks work, the washers, everything looks nice, we did hang one panel just for an example to see kind of where we want to place it. We love it. So before we move further, we're going to actually install the LED strips on the back of these panels. So as we hang them up, we don't have to take them back down to install those. So we're going to go ahead and get that started.
All right, guys, as you can see, this is kind of the result of what we just did with the panels. The main kind of backdrop is this one that you see now. So that's pretty much done, pretty much ready to go. The one thing left to do is to install a backlight. Now we went with these little Neewer pancake lights. They just seemed like a great budget-friendly option for just a good, nice backlight kicker. As you can tell, there is a lot of darkness in this frame, not a lot of separation. So when we put this backlight up here, you'll get a nice warm glow around us, and that will help separate us from the background and help make the room look a little bit bigger. So let's do it.
Let's put it in.
We ran our company for like two whole years off of little Neewer panels that fit into bags just like this one.
Yep.
So this is the first Neewer product that we bought since then.
Yeah,
it's kind of interesting.
Yeah, so this thing is thin
bro.
boy. So the idea of this was just to put it in the sky and we can just keep it, you know, pointed wherever we need it and just leave it, you know. It is bicolor too, which is cool. I think this was like 150 bucks for the price, for what it's gonna be used for. I mean, it just made sense. So
let's get it up there.
Cool.
So we'll just show you guys the difference. Right now, there's no backlighting. And this is what it looks like after backlighting. Doesn't it look so much nicer?
Wow, it looks great.
Look at this little edge of just nice, soft,
golden.
It separates us from the background.
Looks like a golden chicken nugget. I love chicken nuggets.
Well guys, that's pretty much it for our content studio build out. If you're interested in renting out the space, hit the link in the description below. You can go ahead and book this out to pop in, record your podcast or tutorial or unboxing, you name it. Any content that you guys want to record, this space is now here for you. Custom backlighting, you can do whatever you want with the space. And,
anything.
It looks pretty good, I think, at least.
I love it.
I do too. So there you have it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to hit the subscribe button as we will be dropping a studio tour. We're doing a van vlog finally, hopefully finishing that someday. And
we will.
We're gonna finish the van.
It's winter. It's 0 degrees today.
Right. Unboxings coming your way, tons more stuff, podcasts every Friday. So hit the subscribe button, hit the bell to be notified of all of our videos, and we can't wait to see you guys in the next video.
Peace.